Rules of debit and credit. Talking about asset have a debit balance. That means when asset is increased, it is to be debited. When asset is decreased, it is to be credited. For example, purchase of machinery, then there is an increase in asset, machinery will be debited. Sale of machinery, we are decreasing the asset of our firm. There is an outflow of an asset, so it is to be credited. Coming upon next, liability, it is a burden on the firm. Liabilities have a credit balance. That means whenever there is increase in the liability, it is to be credited. Whenever there is decrease in the liability, it is to be debited. For example, bank loan raised. Raising a bank loan is a burden on the company, so bank loan will be credited in the firm. When we are making the payment, that means our loan is reducing, our liability is reducing, so it is to be debited. Similarly is the case with the capital or the equity of the company. It has a credit balance. That means whenever the capital is introduced in the business, it is to be credited. Whenever the capital is withdrawn from the business, it is to be debited. Coming upon income or revenue earned during the working of the business, income, whether it is direct or indirect, income has a credit balance. That means whenever it is increased, it is to be credited. For example, income received from sales, income received from rent, income received from commission, all these are to be credited. Whenever there is decrease in income, it is to be debited. Talking about drawings, drawing means withdrawal of your capital. That means whenever we are withdrawing the capital for our personal use from our business, so it is reducing my capital. So that's why it is opposite to capital. If capital has a credit balance, drawings will have a debit balance. That means whenever we are withdrawing, it is to be debited. If the drawings are decreased, it is to be credited. Coming upon last, which is expenses or losses incurred during the business, it has a debit balance. It is opposite of revenue or